Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We're going to play a 5-point match on Backgammon Heroes, and we will see what we can learn. All right, let's see if we can find a match here. So I always sort by rating, sort by flag. Fantasy Fish? Hmm. Sometimes it takes sometimes it takes a minute or two to get to get a match going. Wish I could invite several people at once. I know I've complained about this before, but it's sort of my main complaint about Heroes, and I've heard other people like complain about it also. Compared to the old Galaxy, it was like very easy to like log on to the old Galaxy and get a match like in 10 seconds or whatever. So I kind of missed that, but I just don't like the new app. No, I don't like how they chose to like monetize this site with this coin system. So I've been playing almost exclusively on Heroes. I used to play on Grid Gammon, which is sort of a nice site. It has sort of like a really nice UI, but I don't like. There's no timer on there, and the user base, at least since Galaxy came on the scene, like the user base on Grid Gammon. Sorry, did I say Grid Gammon? Hey, I used to play on Grid Gammon a lot, but the user base on Grid Gammon sort of shrunk. All right, let's crush him. And then double the dances. This is not a dance. I got a pretty solid edge here, but not enough. Too good on the dances? Probably not. This isn't that strong because I still got two men back, but I think it's strong enough to be a pass. I mean, this is such awesome structure. So I should probably say hello to my opponents. Okay, good pass. Crushing him already. Yeah, what's he gonna do? Split? Yeah, seems reasonable. He's a little under the gun, so I could have considered running all the way, but it's I don't know, he's sort of threatening to anchor here. I'm just gonna blow him away this game, and no, I'm not. Gotta probably double pass on the dances there or something. All right, he's got fives and twos back, but there's nothing better. Should probably play safely. One man back versus two. Might have played 8 to 4 there. This is a little more optimistic. I always do say backgammon is a game for optimists. You kind of want to do stuff that have like a reasonable chance of working out and do something good when they do work out. Obviously, the first two is to make the four, unless I'm missing something. I can run. It's a little anti-positional, but it stops him from like anchoring. Except on the ace point, really. What else? Is this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. You can give it a try. Then we'll go with that was my first impulse. I'm gonna go with my gut. It did not work, or maybe it did. Maybe it did. Probably gonna cube this. Let's see what it looks like. Making nothing looks good for him. Making the aces anti-positional, running from the guy on the 20 looks like it strands the back man. So it looks like any play gives me a pretty strong cube. And maybe at the score I shouldn't even take, but I don't know. Seems like maybe the take pass is more the question. Oh, I still got a lot of work to do to bring this home. But it should be, I mean, I'm 4 away. Like I need 4 points to win the match, so I should be extremely careful about taking where it can get gammoned. In fact, maybe I should play for it. This is pretty good improvement though. Okay, can hit him pretty safely. He should lock up the point. He's probably, I don't know. Should he have locked up the 5 point there? Huh. Obviously, that's a pretty big upgrade going to the 21 point, 23 point as opposed to the 24 point. And just, let's see. Doesn't look like it's duplicating anything. So I guess I want to keep the point closer to home, I guess. Leave him nothing. Nothing. Oh, this duplicates 6-5 nicely, so it's not that many shots, and the structure's better. Huh. All right, that's the 3. Yeah, it's kind of an extra builder for the 5, I think. It's pretty important to fill that in, so maybe it's worth the risk while he has the blot. And he's still sort of playing like a take because he still has lots of chances here. The 5 points is staying open. Ooh, I don't. Okay, so obviously I can play safely. What if I were to do this though? All right, it's duping 3-5, so it's just 3-5, 5-4, 6-3, 6 shots. I got 4 builders for the 5. This is still 3 builders. 6 shots seems pretty expensive against that board. Am I missing anything? It does clear the it does sort of clear the 11 point. I'm just scared of 6 shots. If it was like 4 shots, I would probably do it. I hope I didn't miss anything there. 3-2, good. 3-1. I get to clear the 8 points next turn. Might not be a bad thing. All right, so this is still 3 builders. It's kind of only 2 builders for the 5. I don't like the stack on the 3, but it's still like so important to fill in the 5 point. Okay, good. Oop. Don't misclick. I worked so hard to make that point and I almost misclick. This isn't 100% clear, but because it might be a problem to clear these points in the future, but I think I like blocking the big double and getting another landing spot. Okay, give up the points. This looks okay. Not this, this. Crack some more, good. Leave a blot there. Gammon him? Maybe. This board is so bad, I think I'm just going to rip like crazy for the gammon. At some risk, probably. Well. Guess. Dance? Double? Big double? It's not a bad roll. Or it's like a tiny gammon chances. Oh, get a chance? Ah, bah! Okie dokies, 2 away. I'm 2 away, he's 5 away. Ooh, not this. How about this? Splitting's okay here too, I think. But With the 8 point stripped, I do like to get the other builder in the zone. Score sort of actually argues for splitting though, because I'm up in the match. You kind of want to play a little gammon savvy, you know. You want to err on the side of plays that get gammon less. Okay, 6-5-1-1. Do I do this again or this or something else? Structure's so much better now. Yeah, I'm not clear about this one. Oh, what happened there? Oh, nice. That probably is right. I see. So he puts together more home field structure. 9 point. I mean, obviously, 7 point seems like an upgrade from the 9 here because I got a checker on the 24. But 9 point has a ton of value, so I guess I would have done what he did. 9 point has a ton of value because I make it on the 22. And he obviously gets to make the anchor this way. Five one, good. Do something, Alex. This looks a little bit suicidal. So let's not commit suicide. Ooh, run. Suicidal for him? Well, he doesn't have many good options. Ugh, gross. And he's up in the race. Maybe he should have tried running there. See what he does here. Okay, yeah, not many options there. All right, let's go for it. Got the blot in his outfield. This could work out very well. Nope, very well for him. Don't dance, dum dum. Yeah, maybe I actually want the 22. Down in the race so much, I'm gonna get a lot more long-term contact there. I am taking. The worst builders for the 5 and the 3 also. Yeah, I mean, it could get gammoned here, which sort of argues for passing, but nominally, non-gammonish take points quite low at this score for me, even though I'm up in the match. So I don't think I could gammon like that much here. Okay, let's continue the theme. I get something to shoot at. 8s and 10s. Well, completely trashed the board. Well, it does duplicate his 3s. Again, gammon a little here, but it's still pretty hard for him to bring home this gammon. So this should win more. Did I get something here? Yeah, 5. Could leave me 4s, I think. Good. Can I get one more shot, please? Yes. This is only blot number, I think. I don't see another blot number. I got him. 3s. Is it this? Win the race? 2. Oh, it goes to a bad place. Huh. I'm not up in the race that much. Huh. 2 pips, I'm a little more efficient, and he's still stuck. So maybe I'm a decent sized favorite here. What happens if I hit him? Well, I still win some of his entries. I win like see, he dances 25 out of 36. He still wins a couple of those. It's like say 2 of those, 3 of those. And then when he hits me, he wins like 9. 9 of the 11. This is very rough numbers. Oh, yeah, I really don't know. I mean, one of these could be right by a decent margin, but I'm having trouble seeing it. All right, my gut says I should go after him. This could be a blunder, though. Ack. I hope I didn't botch that too badly. I feel like I might have blown this one. But yeah, I don't know. I do the other one. He rolls a 6, and I'm not that big. I'm not doing that well. I don't know. Now we'll see what the computer says after the match. That's the position I'm definitely most curious about. It just seemed like I was maybe a little bit more of a favorite if I go after him. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to hit twice there and strip the 8 point to like put a checker on your ace. Sometimes I see people do that, but it's never right. Hmm. Hmm. Board's going to come together at some point. 2 anyways. All right. I guess it sort of improves the position of this checker a little bit. You can probably almost double this at the score. He's got so much work to do though. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Midpoint's not doing that much, but it keeps him from playing a 1 there. 5, 4. I'm up 3 pips, but I'm opening up myself to certain hit numbers. Okay. 1. This plays smoothly. It's tough to run now. Oh, very tough to run now. Guess I was taken there. I don't know. I mean, the score I got to be very, very cautious about taking. It seemed like kind of a reasonable money double. I should cube this. I'm glad not to be cubed there. Run. So his take point is a raw 25% at the score. So it's somewhat money-like in a race. My take point is very elevated. Let's see, what is this? He's up 7 pips, although I'm more efficient than he is. But again, the score sort of argues for a pass here, even though it's probably a money take. It's a couple pips more efficient than he is. All right, let's play from 2 away, 2 away. We'll double him very soon. I don't want to forget, so I'm going to double him. I had to score where gammons don't count. Maybe there's something else here, but this looks pretty powerful. Ooh, nice. 5, 2. Oh, my only goal is to escape the checkers. I want this checker up a little higher. 3s are maybe somewhat duplicated. Can't really go after me here. Looks like a good play. Ooh, 9 point. Yeah, 9, I mean, when the guy's anchored on the, the 3 point anchor, the 9 is like one of the most valuable points. It's like better than the 4 point in some circumstances. See what he does with this. Hidden pickup, I guess. 5-3. Still thinking about that play, that double 5s play. Okay, pretty good roll. Yeah. Still a little more flexible. Like the block is sort of better keeping the 9 point, but I do like the fact that this I have more numbers to play for this guy with this guy here than if I put him on the 4 point. Oh, I see. I can split. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I should do this. Yeah, glad I took a second look there. You gonna hit me? He does. It works for turn 5. Some of his 6s are killed if I keep this structure. Right, like he rolls a 6-1, he only has to play an ace. So I guess I want to block it. That means I want to block his 5s instead of his 6s. Five, 2. Well, that's a good time to leave the blot, I guess, while he has the 2 blots in his board. Obviously, I could just make the ace. He's forced off his anchor on 6s. I got good builders here, though. All right, I'm going to try this. No, making the ace could be right there, though. I just tempted, it just looked like I had this one opportunity to run while he had the 2 blots in his board. All right, so what is this? I'm only up 4 pips. I should go after him. I'm going to make the same mistake as I did the other game. Yeah, I still win a lot of the hitbacks. Okay. Yeah, so this will be interesting to look at these hit and no hit decisions. There might have been something slightly safer there with the 2-1, but I'm a little worried about the raise. I'm talking like long-term safety. All right. Depends on. I think the decisions seem pretty easy to me, except for those hit or no hit decisions. And maybe they should be. Maybe they should have been easy, but I was kind of lost. Okay, I played a 2, so I might have got those. I might have got those wrong, but I got most. I got most of it correct, anyways. So yeah, let's take a look at the XG analysis real quick. Actually, let me exit out of heroes here. Imports and analyze. Good. Let's just look at my errors. And that's probably my one. That's probably my one match for now. All right, 4-3. Okay, Okay, yeah, everything is close here. I always bring two down against 5-3. It's thematic in the sense that he's made like a fairly low point in his board, so that's not good for making a contiguous block, but it is good for like attacking. It's good for racing, so a little bit, anyways. So that's why I like to aim sort of towards a more priming game. Oh, hey, Rob. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun doing this. At least once in a while. I think about doing it more sometimes, but I don't know. It takes a little bit of effort, and it's a little bit, it's a little bit stressful, and I'm trying to play well, but yeah, I do enjoy it. Okay, so 4-2, 4-1. Okay, yeah, and I'm planning on doubling the dances here, but okay, he ends with a decent number. I get a great number, and I think a little bit about playing on here. But it looked like his structure compensated enough that it wouldn't have been crazy to see it take here. So if it's not crazy for your opponent to take, you should even if you think it's like a little too good, you should play on. And I thought this was probably technically double pass anyways. 4-4 is great. Is he right to split? Yeah, good play by the opponent here, not running all the way, sort of making a bid for an advanced anchor at some risk. Actually, some of the opponent's plays because 13-8 is quite productive, putting a spare on the 5-6, good. 4-2, good. Okay, so yeah, the computer does want to go a little more positional here than my play. So I kind of go after him because I want to limit his good numbers. But obviously, like, I'm screwing up my home position, my front position. So the computer likes keeping the good front position, giving them good 2s, 4s. But it does start escaping at a time when I'm up in the race a little bit. So this has a lot going for it. I wonder what cubeless is. 452, 439. Okay. So this is a little interesting. Cubeless, the computer actually likes my play. So if we were playing without the cube, it would prefer switching to the 3-point, which means the computer's seeing more sort of strong cubes after this play. Like, say he does nothing, or say he rolls like a 6-1. I guess the computer's seeing like a good cube there. We're just seeing less of that stuff here. Or maybe if he dances like it, I do get a cube in, which is sort of part of the reason why I did this. Huh, interesting. But I think that is what the computer's saying. It's saying my cubes I'm gonna get more cubes in, and they're gonna be more efficient if you do this play. Huh. Yeah, I guess I didn't see that aspect of it. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Okie dokie. Okay, I do get a cube in here. Yeah, I wasn't sure about his take pass decision. I went 15% gammons, so that makes a difference at the score where I need 4 points to win the match, even though I'm up in the match. So I don't know. Maybe this is a pass for money, but I think it's closer. I think this is the score-based eval. This is the money eval. No, it is a take for money. So you see how much the score matters, right? Back to the match score. Like, I'm 1, he's 0 in a 5-point match, so I'm 4 away, he's 5 away, right? So he should be thinking, oh, my opponent's 4 away. Even though I'm down in the match, I need to be very conservative about taking a cube when when there's some gammons floating around. So one way to look at it is maybe this is a take for money. I mean, I didn't. I didn't know this was a take for money. Maybe someone like kind of can like analyze this correctly and see that it's a take for money. Um, if they think it's close or they're not 100% sure it's a take for money, sort of a good argument for passing at this score where I'm 4 away. But I don't know, I wasn't sure over the match, or over while I was playing the match. So that was the 1-0. This is the 1-0 game. He takes incorrectly. Yeah, I think a little bit about going after him. Again, like, gammas are so valuable at the score that a play like 14-5 goes up in value at this score, but still not quite right. Because I got this nice solid 9-point making play. 5. Okay, was he right? Yeah, I would have filled in the 5 here. 23 point doesn't look like a better anchor than the 24 because I'm sort of poised to make the 23 here in some cases. But filling in the 5 is just huge, the computer's saying. So the computer does not like upgrading to the 23 here. Yeah, nothing else with the, yeah, this is okay. If there's some like duplication argument. No, actually 5-3 is duplicated here. Yeah, no, I didn't see that. So this is probably fewer shots than my play. Right, so this is 5-3, 6-3, 5-4. This is 6 shots. This is 3-6. Oh no, 6-4. There's only 2 tens. So the same number of shots, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it likes, I mean, it likes my play because 13 points easier to clear than the 14 point later. Two. Okay. So I'm taking on some risk here by leaving the blot on my 13, but it's not that clear he's supposed to hit with the 6-5, right? I mean, 6-5 is like a good number. I guess he is hitting with the 6-5, but it's like it's pretty duplicated because he can make the 18 points. Maybe that doesn't matter that much here. But so it's something to look out for, the 6-5 duplication. Sometimes it matters a lot more when like making the 18 points a real play, which I don't think it is here though. Like say you make my play and he rolls 6-5. Yeah, no, it looks pretty clear to hit to me now. Sometimes it's not that clear to hit though, if it's like more dangerous to hit. And like making the 18 becomes correct or close. In that case, the 6-5. In that case, the 6-5 duplication matters a lot. Here, I think it matters a little bit because 6-5 is a pretty good number, anyways. Maybe, but anyways. All right, let's go back to the match. This is still a 1-0 game. So I'm taking on a little risk with this play. Like I can just play 11-6, but I think I want the better building power for the 5 point because it's like so important to fill in that 5 points, which I have a lot of trouble doing. And here I thought I could get extra builders. Again, I could get extra builders for the 5 by doing this, but I thought, oh, 6 shots against the 5 point board now, that's too much. So I get 3. I get like 1 less builder for no risk. Yeah, so this is what backgammon is all about. You know, weighing these various factors like risk versus reward. The reward in this case being like an extra builder for the 5 point. The risk being an extra 6 shots. And I was guessing. I mean, this isn't that close a play, but you know, between this and this. But I still felt like I was guessing because the 5 point is still very important to fill in. It's just against a 5 point board with no blots, 6 shots, 17% hitting chances. Didn't seem like too much. And the computer agrees emphatically. If it's like a 3 point board with a blot, you go the other way. 4 point board, you know, maybe it's getting close, but probably you play safe. Okay, I'm clearing. Still don't get to fill in the 5. There I get to fill in the 5. He runs correctly. Good. Oh yeah, the computer doesn't. At least I thought about this. I did think about different stuff here. Oh, I want to play 9 to 8, 3 to 1. This builder structure looks a little weird. But the my 6s are killed. So I actually have, I think I have 0 blot numbers here if I'm looking at this right. And even when I get down to like 3 or 2 checkers, there's still very few blot numbers because like if I roll like a 6-5, say, I don't have to play the 6, even if I'm down to like 2 checkers on the 8 point. So I think the computer is like maybe stalling a bit here, killing the 6s versus making this. Now this could be problematic. I mean, it's problematic right away because 6-5 is a blot number and maybe some other stuff, 5-5. But also, I just long term, I might have trouble clearing these 2 points, whereas this is just 1 point. So computer's saying like with the 6 killing of the 6s, this is the way to go. Yeah, maybe I should have given this a little more consideration. Huh. I don't know if I would have found it though. It just looks very clean to block 5/5 and get an extra landing spot. So that's a tough play for me. Right, like here, I don't have to. If I roll a 6/5, I don't have to play the six. So the only six I have to play is 6/1. 5/1. Okay, play safely. I clear. I think I have some gammon chances here, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't materialize. All right, so 3-3-0. Oh, he doesn't like this. Oh, okay, yeah, splitting. I think for money this is close, but at the score you want to err on the side of plays that gets gammon less because if you up the gammons for him, um, he's going to get more effective cubes. I'm going to get less effective cubes. If I like up the gammons for me, I'm going to get less effective cubes. So the computer at this score, anyways, the computer wants to make the splitting play where it might get an advanced anchor at some point and gets gammon less because of it. Oh, in fact, hitting twice isn't right. Again, it strips the 8 point. You never do that with these double hit plays that strip the 8 point and go to the ace point. That's like never right. Okay, 5-4-1-1. Oh, it does now. It wants to go this way, messing up the home front a little bit. 2 hits. Yeah, that position is much nicer, but gives them more good numbers. I don't know. I don't know how to analyze this. Yeah, cubeless is about the same diff. Hmm. Yeah, and it gives him good numbers. It gets not a lot of attack stuff, but he's got like decent anchoring stuff and decent build stuff. So the computer takes some of those numbers away. One difference between this and the 2-2 from the previous game where I made a play like this is that this structure is like still pretty good, I guess. Like I still have my 5 point. So it's not like overwhelmingly worse than this structure. I mean, especially if he anchors. So maybe that's what's going on. But like I said, this is I'm sort of trouble seeing this, especially at the score where I have less to gain from upping the gammons. Get a nice anchoring number. 6-5. I run. Yeah, I can't run with this, right? That'd be crazy. In fact, he probably has a cube if I run. Oh, maybe. 5-6, 6-3. Okay, bunch of stuff here. I don't think I even saw 10-1. Keeping the midpoint, sort of misplacing this checker, but good outfield coverage. This is somewhat better outfield coverage than my playing. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of don't like putting a guy in the ace though. I think I thought about this. Didn't like the shot. Didn't like the 3 shots. Yeah, I'm trouble seeing this one too. What's going on here? Why is this better than my play? Builders look kind of nice here. It somehow is valuing the blood on the 13 more than the 10 point for outfield coverage, I guess. That doesn't seem like a big deal. Is it because he's like running? Is it because he's like running with stuff here, like 6-2 or whatever? And this sort of doesn't necessarily prevent it, but it makes it more dangerous for him to run with a 6-2, say. He's at the end of his rope over here, He doesn't have checkers to play, so a big part of his game plan is like jumping. Oh, in fact, my play lets him jump with 5-6, I think. Run with both. That'd be a nice play. Yeah, that's probably at least part of what's going on. Huh. But it does leave 6-4 and 5-5. I guess 5-5 is good anyways. Okay. This is close. 4-2. I get to go after him. I'm thinking, I got a decent chance to gammon him now if he just dances once. 6-1. Okay. Yeah, so the thing you don't want to do here In fact, it's like a huge blunder. Part of the reason why this is such a huge blunder to make the 20 point is because it gives him like a very powerful cube next roll. Whereas after my play or some other play that keeps the 22 point, maybe he's doubling, but it's some easy take. Like if I own the cube, this would be a much smaller error, but still an error. Okay, so I'm down in the race by a bunch. I'm giving him 3 builders for the open points. If I do this, and so it wants to like hang back in some fashion, um, to keep the lower anchor. And now he only has 2 builders for the open point here. So I wouldn't expect like this big of a difference, but because of the upcoming cube, the equity difference sort of magnified. So actually, I missed the right play. I didn't see this. Obviously, if your goal is to make a 5-point board, you want this position and not this position because it's 1 builder versus 2 for the open point. Also, the checker on the 4 point's a little funny. This gets a double cover, though the board quality is a little worse. Which I didn't even see this. Probably, I don't know if I would have played it if I did. If I hit a fly shot or something next roll. You might prefer this. You might prefer the higher quality board to the better covers. Huh. I don't know. 5-2, yeah, similar here. You do not upgrade, but here it's even clearer because you got, you can fill in the 3 point if you don't upgrade. 6-6. Yeah, running is sort of better than busting the board, but it's close due to the gammons. Like this play loses fewer gammons. All right, somehow I get one more shot. I hit him on in the 5-5. Okay, it's not, my play is a blunder, but it's not completely ridiculous. I actually feel like kind of okay about this because the plays are so different that the plays are like so different that it's a little hard to analyze. If the plays were similar and I made a 0.1 blunder, I'd feel a little worse about it. I mean, I still probably should get this right, and maybe it's not even that hard to play. Okay, so I'm actually like a 70+% favorite after this play. I think that's where I went wrong. I thought I wasn't that big of a favorite after this play, and I don't really know how to analyze this. Like I'm up 2 pips, but like obviously the position's all screwed up, so it's a little hard to treat this as like a race and figure out what your winning chances are in a race. So I went 68 after this and get gammoned a tiny amount. Because that's 0.1%. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has any tips for how to better analyze this position. I'm all ears. But yeah, I definitely thought I wasn't that big of a favorite after this play. Anyways, he hits and I lose as I deserve to. 6-2. Yeah, sometimes it wouldn't be right to make the anchor here, like because the 22-point anchor isn't that great. But I thought due to the score, I want to make a play that gets gammon less. So I lock up the anchor and then play behind him, all conservative like. I just sort of hang back. I hang back. It seems like he can maybe. I mean, it's not. I maybe wouldn't double this. Yeah, and I felt like. Yeah, maybe I approached that decision the right way, trying to estimate my winning chances after each play. It's just I was bad at estimating the winning chances. Like at the score, yeah, it's not crazy. You'd never cube this for money, but take point at the score is something like 27%, and gammons only go one way after he doubles. So there's a lot of reasons to double at this score that don't exist for money. Like my cube is dead after I take. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't be crazy. Would not double this because now his position is very inflexible. Okay, same here. 5. Oh, it does want to run here. Yeah, I thought a little bit about this. I mean, we do have the stronger board. Race is closed. It's a little hard for him to attack. I was sort of seduced by the fact that I was making a 5-point board here, and maybe I could run later with a better run number, but I guess it's pretty convenient to run with a 9 now. Right. Yeah. That was the problem. I couldn't. He had three men off, so that's why I thought he wasn't that big of a favorite. I wasn't that big of a favorite, but he still has to jump, and he's got those big gaps in his board, which I couldn't figure it out. So I was seduced by making the 5 point board here, but apparently I should have run. Yeah, six. No, that's funny. You know, I don't think anyone's doing this. Gets a double cover. This might be wrong. Yeah, yeah, it's close. Scared of being cubed here. What is this? Yeah, it's pretty fairly close on the take pass decision. Right, so you can see I win 31%, and it's only like a close take because his gammons are 7%, and my take point is so high, you know. So you wouldn't double this for money, but at the score is plenty. And then again, I'm a little scared of being cubed here because like I wasn't 100% sure it was a take, given that he's got some decent hit options. And again, the score makes a huge difference. So I was very glad to not get cubed there. But it turns into a race, which I lose. Wait, what happened there? Oh no, he eventually gets a cube in, and then yeah, huge pass at the score. Pass for money also. Okay, get this nice 4-4. Things are going swimmingly, but then he anchors. I run. Apparently, there's a bunch of close stuff here. Computer doesn't mind this due to the blot in the board, but doesn't likes my play the best. I start cracking weird. Oh, it doesn't like making the 9. Ooh, huh. Yeah, good duplication if you run all the way. Right, twos to hit, twos to cover. I'm so far up in the race that maybe the blocking 9 point isn't as important as usual. Because it's not like he's happy to run with the sixes, except maybe 6-6, and even that's not a big deal. Huh. Yeah, I should have thought more about this, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, so I jumped at the 9 point, but there's other priorities. Oh, goodness me. Okay, glad I almost overlooked this, although it's pretty close. Once I saw this play, I thought it was like pretty clear to get going, despite the fact that I'm going to get blitzed. Because like I'm crunching if I don't. Like I'm going to have to give up my nice blocking points. So I thought, oh, okay, splitting with the ace looks kind of key, but apparently it's fairly close. Not this, but like this or this. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Blocking the sixes. And he does go after me. I anchor right away. 8-4. Wait, I thought I would have made a good play here. Wait, what? I must be missing something. Um, right, like his sixes are killed here. Some of them, anyways. 6-5-6-4 aren't killed. Those are bad numbers for him because he's gonna run from the back, or somewhat bad number, but not that bad. But he's running off the back. 6-3 is bad for him also. It's just 6-2, 6-1 that are like decent numbers for. No, 6-1 isn't. Okay. 6-1 is still bad for him here. So, yeah, I was missing something here. I mean, the general concept is okay. Where I don't love, in some sense, anyways. I don't love blocking at sixes because some of them are killed. Um, but the way the specific sixes play, like 6-1, 6-3, where he's got to like break something. Most of them are kind of bad for him. So I thought, oh, okay, since the sixes, I thought like his sixes were going to be okay, but his sixes aren't okay after this play. So I thought, okay, well, block his fives instead of his sixes. And now, his sixes he has to run off, and fives he has to play awkwardly sometimes. But yeah, I didn't think about the specific sixes. That was the problem here. I just sort of went with general concepts when the specific numbers told the whole story. Interesting. Yeah, sort of a good lesson there. You can't sometimes, yeah, sometimes you can't just rely on general principles. You have to look at like how specific numbers play. Hmm. That's funny. Yeah, good reminder. I rolled this grade 5-5. Yeah, okay, fine. I thought, okay, so he's got the two blots, so it's an okay time to leave the blot, but I don't know, this is sort of productive at no risk. And I'm not up that much, so the computer doesn't love doing this. 5-2, okay. 6, okay, so I get this hit play right. Oh, this one's fairly close. Yeah, I thought about it the same way as the other hit or no hit decision. I thought, oh, okay, I do this. I play safely. I always look at the safe plays first. Didn't think I was that big of a favorite here because only up 4 pips. He's on roll. He rolls like a six or even most of his fours. Or he's not really an underdog. He's just only a small underdog there. So I thought, okay, I'm probably more of a favorite if I hit him. That was like the extent of my reasoning. I could have quantified it a little more probably over the board, but I was running low on time, so I mostly went with my gut, backed up by this sort of shallow analysis. Did work this time though. 6-5, 1-1, 5-1. Obviously, I can rip a guy, but I'll leave a couple blot numbers 6-5-5, 6-6. Also, a number like 6-4 or 6-5 leaves a very shoddy position next roll. So I always worry about this situation where I have a strip 6 points, spare on the 5, and then strip lower points. So it's usually only two blot numbers. But aside from the two blot numbers, it's often like shoddy down the road because look how 6-5 plays, right? It leaves a very, very shoddy position next roll. So this is the risk of this position is more than just the two immediate blot numbers. So I always look out for that. One safest long-term play might be this. Might be this. Two blot numbers next turn, as opposed to 0. But he's out of my hair, and it clears the top points. It looks a little funny though, being odd on the top 2 points. And obviously, I lose fewer races this way, so that probably swings it. And then here, okay, I got to check her off. My checker's on the low points. Not too worried about the race here, so I just clear from the top, which would be safest. And then it goes swimmingly the rest of the way. All right, well, that was sort of instructive. Not especially especially this position, right? Like in general, I think my concept is okay. Of like, I don't really want to block the sixes here because sixes in sometimes in this position like this, his sixes for him are going to be okay because they're killed on the other side of the board. But it just doesn't work here because like his specific sixes, like they play, a lot of them play like kind of badly. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this in mind when I'm thinking about like blocking, blocking sixes or blocking fives in the future. And um, sometimes you have to go deeper than general concepts and look at like how the specific numbers play. It's a little hard to. What's difficult about that though is one, you want to play a little quickly, so it's not obvious like when you should go deeper and like look at the specific numbers versus like relying on general concepts. So yeah, if anyone has any thoughts about that, let me know. And yeah, it's sort of the most interesting position of the match, I think. Anyways, well, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna sign off now. But we will see you next time.